Hi guys, just thought I'd jump on again. I think it's a bit of a offload really today. It's the last day. It's the last day of owning our static. It has to go back. So, for those who already know that we've had this static on Rockley Park in Dorset since 2019. We brought it brand new. We've got a whift. I don't know what a whift is. Well, I do, but I've got a dog down here. So a Willoughby Seasons Mark II, static 3-bedroomed. Now, unfortunately, we've had to sell it due to the site fees increasing so much. Problem we had with that, it was valued at £15,000. It was horrendous. It's upset me a lot, my family a lot. I think we spent over 37,000 for the caravan. Now, that is a Haven site, so I'm fully aware that Haven do up their prices a lot. Now, Rockley Park, that's where we are. You know, I can't say anything bad about Rockley. I've loved being here. Yes, the site fees have gone up a lot throughout the time we've been here. But really, when we first came, the customer service was absolutely fab. Now, I'm not going to bore you to death with our first visit to Rockley, which, to be fair, showed real great customer service. And that's what made us purchase here. Because we've always said that we'd never buy a static in Haven, just purely because of the expense. We used to have statics in Wales on private little sites. May have had a shop on them if you're lucky. So, yeah, it's been a bit of bag of emotions today. Now, I'm not going to say I've not cried because that would be a lie. No, people say that it's just a piece of metal, but it really isn't. It's not at all. Now, luckily, and thankfully, obviously we're upgraded to our Tourer, which I'm really excited. Now, again, as some of you might know, we already have the Alpine 4, and obviously with the sale of this, although we only get 15-ish for the Caravan, we'll get a decent sized Tourer at the end of it. So we're getting our Willoughby, not Willoughby, this is a Willoughby. We're getting our Swift Major 6 TD. Now, one thing that did shock me when I went to Salop Leisure, again, I can't fault Salop Leisure. I don't know if I'm allowed to say these names, but okay. Now, when I had the part exchange quote for our Alpine 4, we brought it brand new again in 2019. Now, as you can imagine, this was paid for by my inheritance when my dad passed away. Now, this money went on 2 caravans. We brought the first caravan was the Tourer. That was the Alpine 4. Now, we brought that for Mum up to use as well. Mum wasn't keen on the Tourer, hence why we got the static as well, and we kept the Tourer for ourselves. I'm really shocked. The part exchange value though was 15,000, and this static is also 15,000. I don't get it. I really don't get it, and I think that's what upsets me the most. Now, this site, it's a massive site, and it is right next to the beach. It has its own beach nearby, and I will upload some photos of the park shortly as well and attach them to this video, because you can't fault it. You can't. And being down now in the winter, I think this is the first time I thought the site looks really miserable. But then everything is closed. So we've got 3 pools. We've got an owner's pool and 2 pools that can be used by people that are renting. We have our own owner's lounge. The facilities are amazing. Yes, I think it's going downhill slightly in the times. I think COVID probably has had a lot to blame for that. So, hopefully, things are going to get better. I'm quite excited that we're going to be starting afresh soon. When our Major 6 arrives, and that's going to be, I think he said February, March time. But obviously we need to get the sale of this sorted first. But yeah, I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. I just thought I'd give you a quick tour. Obviously, it is messy. So, because we're still packing away and there's bits everywhere. But I thought I'd give you a show around the caravan. So, as you come into the caravan, you've got an open plan living area with a boy that's attached to an iPad. He's on unspeakable, and he doesn't believe that I upload videos to YouTube either. Obviously, they're nowhere near as good as Unspeakable's. And I think he'd die of embarrassment, actually, if he really knew that we did this. And this is the kitchen. So, as you walk through the kitchen, you've got a small bathroom on the left-hand side. I'm not going to put the light on because it just makes it all dizzy. That's a bath and shower. And a small little bathroom as well. And this is the first single bedroom. The double bedroom, again, please excuse the mess. It comes complete with a dog. If anyone wants the dog, that's Perry. Perry, say hello. He doesn't normally come on holiday with us, actually, but he's loved it. And that's made me want to take him on holiday more often now with us. He normally stays at my mum's. And welcome to the other single. I'll put the light in here. Now, I think I was telling other people, wasn't I, about the Nighthawk M5. And that's what we have here. This is not staying, so this comes and goes with us. But yeah, absolutely loving the M5. Thankfully, it doesn't cost us a fortune. So, with the M5, as you can see, that's showing currently that we're on 3, we're getting 4G, which is great. However, the aerial leads come out. So if I now put this aerial lead back in, hopefully it won't call me a liar. We now have 5G. 5G in Dorset on 3. I don't think I'd ever say that we'd get 5G on EE. On 3, sorry. I've never known it. Also, I have used the Broadband Go SIM card in there, and it didn't pick up 3 being the best network. And when I say the best network, it's by far the fastest that we're getting so far. But yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for that, and thank you for listening to these rambles, because it has just been rambles so far. And as I said, I'm still learning, and if people subscribe, they subscribe, and I'll put more content out. And hopefully I'm going to start getting better. So I think this is probably the longest video I've done, and I haven't planned it, and I am going to start planning the future videos. So, for instance, I was talking about the Nighthawk. I think it's a brilliant router. I have to say, the M5 works really well. I do think it's expensive. It is very expensive. I think it's about £800 for the router. Thankfully, I didn't pay that. Now, the predecessors to that was the M2 and the M1. Now, I think they've just been just as good. We've never had a problem, and I'm not going to go into all the technical details, the technical jargon. There's enough clips out there with the technical information. They just work. They absolutely work, which is what I like about them. I love my technology, but I love it to keep it simple. Yes, I have built networks. Yes, I can set a server up, but I don't need to. Do I need to be able to connect to the internet? I'm on holiday, so some people again say no, some people say yes. My little boy over there, he would very much agree that we require internet wherever we go. Where I'm not overly fussed, but then we've been used to it, haven't we, for so long? So I think we have to keep some normality. And actually, to be fair, I submitted my master's assignment yesterday, and I couldn't have done that here without the internet. So that was a bonus for me. Otherwise, I'd have had to have done that at home, and then wouldn't have been able to have come. Or I should have really finished it earlier. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it. Thank you for listening. Again, please like and subscribe. Share the channel. Have a good one. And again, it's getting close to New Year's Eve. So, Happy New Year. Hope everyone has a fab time. Whatever you're doing, we're travelling home in the morning. Home is in Warsaw. So hopefully we'll be back. We will be back quite early. And just to see a good New Year in. Let's not have any rubbish this year or next year. I just think we all deserve a break from everything, don't we? I think there's been so many pressures, whether it's financial, other things going on in the world, that just puts undue pressure on everybody. Anyway, thank you for listening, and goodbye.